Today I'll be doing a late trade recap because I should have done it already on Thursday and Friday, but I ended up not recording the trade recaps, so I will be doing the Thursday and Friday trade recap in one day, so the video may be a little bit longer, so I'll try to make it as quick as possible. I will not be saying what I thought was my bias on the day. I know that my overall bias on both days, I can say that they were both both bullish overall, but that's on hindsight. I can't really say at the moment what was my bullish going throughout the day. But what I can say was that on Thursday we have PPI, and I'm on a 50-minute chart. If I put on a 1 minute, it will just teleport me to the time right now. So I won't put on a 1 minute. But if you see here, we swept the data lows and we inversed quickly. But here I don't really take trades on the 15 seconds, and this trade was really quick, so I didn't take it, and it closed really very high, and it was invalid. So I just said that I don't take trades on the 15 second, but today I'll be recapping 2 trades on the 15 second. Why do I normally don't take trades on the 15 second? Is a really simple question. I have took before these 2 days, I would say 4 trades on a 15 second, 4 or 5 trades on a 15 second time frame, and both were losses. But today we had Thursday, we had data highs and we had really good momentum through them. And here, the only problem here was that we are really high, but we didn't have an inverse of my model, and I was trying to chase all this momentum. This is really low resistance liquidity run to the data highs. So here we made an, if I go on the 30 second, maybe it is a little bit prettier, but I can't go there. Here we made an order block. Here we made another order block, which makes this a propulsion block, which makes this an high probability. So when I took this, I really thought we were going to the equal highs, but the really important thing here was that I thought that this will be a quick break even. So as we are really high at here, I forced my break even at this line. So we quickly, if I take off this, we quickly went to break even, and we tapped my entry right here, and we came a little bit up, but we never ended up taking the data highs here, which would be my target. If I, it will be my target for all. I will not be taking partials. So imagine that I didn't have a break even here. My stop loss will be the close below this propulsion block. So here it will be a loss before we could take the data highs, which ended up being right here. So this was the first trade. Let's go quickly to the second. I have them marked so I don't lose myself. Here I think we had an SMT. I will not look for it with the S. Here we have this inverse, which was really decent, because here we have some sort of equal highs. It's not equal highs, it's some relative equal highs that were already swept, which means that it's a high and the market made another high a little above that one, but just 1 point, which still makes this some type of relative equal highs, because it's a really good liquidity pool. And we were bullish, everything was pointing bullish on this 30 minutes. On this here we made a 3-minute inverse to the upside. We retested here the 50% here, so this trade was really good. Now this will be the trade, this will be the entry. This will be the TP, but this will be the break even because it's a high inside the Fibonacci gap. We don't know if we are going to inverse the Fibonacci gap. We are really bullish. Now it depends on each person, because here I would have been break even and I would have been stopped at break even, but I don't really. I didn't took this trade because I wasn't really looking at the market at this moment. Now, here we can see, and I am not going to put this on the 5-second or the 15-second, but we had a lot of momentum to this high. So when I saw that this will probably inverse this 1 minute, I took the trade. But now I took an invalid trade. This isn't even A plus, B plus. This isn't nothing. This is just an invalid trade because I took it before we closed. So this isn't my model. Something that will be my model was when I have a lot of conviction that we are going to hit these highs that I have in that moment, I can go in a lower time frame like 30-second and 50-second and wait for us to inverse this time frame. On the 30-second we had a really good close that would have been a win, but I ended up taking the 1 minute because I was just looking at the 1 minute and I was just sitting on my chair because before this I wasn't really looking at the market. I don't know what I was doing, and yeah, that's it. This trade ended up being an L, a loss, because we had a lot of momentum, then we just dumped like 20 points, and I didn't want to be in a trade that dumped 20 points. This was some type of chase trade, which isn't good, but that's definitely okay because I only entered with one contract because Thursday I made a mistake that I bought, I think was 3 NQs, and I closed them. It was really a mistake. I was kind of following a split. I was not really good that day, and I was kind of following a split, and I ended up buying 3 NQs by a mistake, and I closed them right away, and I made like $160 in profit. But it doesn't matter because that money isn't mine. I don't count that money, but it gave me the opportunity to take some more risk, which was what I did. So the problem here was that this trade is good. This is another chase trade, but this is exactly what we want. We have a lot of momentum to the upside. We didn't take our external liquidity, and here we have the liquidity, a good liquidity pool there that are the supposed relative equal highs. We have a lot of momentum. We have propulsion blocks, order blocks. We inverse everything. We are not supposed to stop anywhere. And right here, we went down and we just straight piped this one. Here I only went with 3 contracts, which isn't really good. I should have went with more. I made wrong. I didn't make really good math here, but it's definitely okay. Ended up being a green day due to the mistake that I made previously. Now quickly, let's go to Friday. I have to end up this video. Friday was not the best price action. If we see through the open, we are just chopping. This is not a really good day. Now the thing here was we were also bullish. We tapped, I think this is a 15 minutes or a 1 hour, and we inversed everything to the upside. We are bullish on a day, and right here we have an entry. This is a really good trade that I didn't take because I wasn't also looking at the market. This is a really good trade. If I remember, we have an SMT. The only problem here is that we have equal lows below, but it's not the best equal lows, and we went up and this worked. And then we tapped again the 50% of this leg, and we went up. If I remember, we have an SMT right here, and we made this order block where we went up. But the problem here is we are in premium, really in premium, and here we left another equal lows This is easier. These are equal lows, and I longed this one, which ended up being a loss, which is okay. But I got out a little early because the market wasn't supposed to break here, and the problem here was that we respected this LRLR right here, and we went down. And when I saw it respecting the LRLR, this was a bad sign. But then, okay, then we took these these equal lows. We made, if I remember, an SMT with ES, and I was looking. This is about 30 seconds. Sorry, let me go to 30 seconds. I can take off this 50%. Here, I was looking for this candle to inverse this, but when we were about to inverse 30 seconds, I wasn't really expecting it. So if we inversed here, I would probably not take it. But then we made a manipulation leg out of this one, and here, this was exactly what convinced me. Here, we made a change in the state of delivery. A really good change in the state of delivery. Because this is, we closed up the leg that made the last low. So this is a really good change in the state. We closed above it with really good momentum. Here I was in this trade without any doubt. And with this LRLR, it just made this beautiful. And this was my last TP. And I ended up taking here, if we go on the 1 minute, okay, it's okay, I can go on the 1 minute. Here, if you go on the 1 minute, we have an high inside the fair value gap right here. This was my first TP where I took most of it. I took 75% of my contracts right here because this is a high probability high, and then we have LRLR and we have the conviction that we are going to London lows. So maybe I shoulda, coulda, would have taken just one contract here, but I was right on the day. I wanted to be at least a break-even day. The PA wasn't the best, so it was, regarding risk management, this was well thought scale. And I took the last contract here, which made me green on the day and made me green on the week, so that's okay. It was a good week. See you tomorrow on Monday.